Hey, thanks for calling the Beards and Sundries Market. You've reached Jay. Leave a message after the tone.
No, you guys, it's Shanae. I just listened to this week's podcast and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of you. Um, I am sitting here almost in tears just for you guys. I just wanted to call and say I love you all. I don't know. I would like to say it would be okay, but I really don't know either. But I'm 100% in if we all just want to pack our bags and move away, move to Europe. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Good evening. This is Beards and Sundries Podcast News, your one-stop news shop every Sunday, with your host, Jay. Another host, Anthony. And another host, Joe. We're your Beards and Sundries hosts and news anchors for Season 5 of Beards and Sundries.
And welcome back to the Beards and Sundries News Network, the only network where the news is always 100% true.
Yeah.
Never lying. We don't know what a lie is.
Don't worry about that multi-million-dollar lawsuit we had to settle.
For cents on the dollar, because that's all we have.
No, we have BS bucks.
I'll
We're
give you
gajillionaires.
millions of BS bucks.
You get anything
worth
you
their weight
want,
in
Niall,
BS.
for.
100 million BS bucks.
Pavilion, stuttering menu. But that's right, guys. It is time for another lunch break here at the Beards and Sundries Market, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry in each episode.
My name is Jay, and I think I'm 40 pounds heavier after cooking for myself yesterday.
Yeah, that's when.
Damn. Shit. She loses a little weight and she's all of a sudden just judgmental as hell.
Well, I've always been judgmental as hell.
But now I'm thin and judgy.
Oh my god. I'm Anthony, the voice actor for Dobie, the house elf who helped save Henry Porter from Save-A-Buck Snake, the tax eater, and Henry Porter and the horrors of Aisle 4.
What the fuck are we talking about?
When you said Dobie instead of Dobby,
Oh, okay.
Dobie and his huge babos.
this was
I
a
was wondering if-
callback.
I was wondering if that was the joke, but I was just like, there's more to this that I don't know. But no,
He was like, I'm not prepared.
And I'm Joe, and I've finally broken out my winter flannels. And that means that today's sundry item
Hey,
is
lumberjack.
cold weather. Beardos, Thanksgiving has come and gone, and now we are in that awkward period between Thanksgiving and the month of December. Luckily, we have gotten some colder weather here in our neck of the woods, so today we're going to chat about it. After the break, we're going to work together to build the perfect party tray, and then later on, Anthony has a homebrewed game for us. But before we get our Ugg boots out of storage, how about this week's voicemail?
She left that on November 11th, by the way.
I was going to say, I know that was much earlier, and we've had time to process since then, so... but we are still definitely moving. I feel like it's going to definitely happen, so we'll be a lot closer to you, Sinead.
You guys can get together and talk shit.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to move before, now it's certainly happening.
Yeah, we're hoping to have our next Thanksgiving in Minneapolis. That's the hope and plan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and if we end up going to Europe, Sinead, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's just do the compound thing. I know a lot of millennials talk about the compound thing because it's so much more
Let's commit.
affordable. Let's just do it. Let's just,
With what money?
I'm going to call JG Whitworth 877 cash now and get my, it's my money and I want it now. Do I have a structured settlement? No!
Of course not, because I'm a millennial.
I just want to call and be like, where's my money? I want it now.
No!
I used to think that when I was a kid, and they'd have those commercials for the money store, that like it was like a lending service or something, but I was like, little kid me, I was like, well, like if I call, Can I just buy some money?
For how I will give you 50 cents for $1 million, thank you. And that's how taxes work for the ultra rich.
And no, they're like, that's cute, but we'll give you 50 cents if you give us $1 million.
It's exactly how that works. They said, oh, you want to cash your $300 check early because you're destitute and you need it to pay rent so you don't go homeless? We're going to charge you $700 for that.
I don't know why. It just reminded me of a skit in The Office whenever they're going to Canada and he's like exchanging cash and he's exchanging like $2,000 and one person's like, what are you doing? Look at the fee on that. And he's like, oh, I guess I don't need that much. Transfer it back. So then they transfer it back and his other friend walks up and is like, yeah, strippers don't take cards, so get lots of cash. And he's like, oh, wait, switch it back. And so he switches it back to Canadian again. And then his other friend comes up and he goes, what are you doing? You only need cash for the cab. And then he's like, switch it back. And when he gets all his money back, he's like, there's $300 less. And she just like shrugs her shoulders like, yeah.
God. Lord. But thank you, Sinead. We do appreciate the sentiment because Lord knows, there are still moments. I still have my moments.
Yeah.
But, Joe, do you think I can find Jay's Ugg slippers he's had since time immemorial in aisle 4 where he is passed out, drunk from Thanksgiving wine?
I want to know, Jay, are you wearing them right now?
No, actually, I'm getting rid of them because they're finally, like, done.
Oh!
They're finally done?
The end of an era.
Oh, no!
Yeah, they're just... I looked down at them at the little, like, fuzzy insert, and I was like, that's not pretty anymore. It's very
You can
dirty.
buy new inserts.
Well, so...
But you can also just buy new slippers because we're wasteful Americans!
Well, and, like, the little stitching on the Ugg letters was, like, coming undone and all, and I'm like, I think it's just time. And so I ordered way cheaper ones, because I've had way cheaper that were just as comfortable, so I was like, well, Ugg was stupid. I don't need that much. And they're not on sale right now, so...
See, there you go. You saved yourself because I could physically hear Beardo Heather dialing on the phone right then because you were trashing Ugg.
So that pair was $119 when I checked, and I spent like $55 on it a few years ago when I bought it. So I was like, no, they're not worth that.
I have a pair of boots that I bought on eBay for $60, and they were unworn. I love them.
Hell yeah. So I bought a pair of Lucky Brand one because they were like $25 and looked very cozy.
Nice. Well, it sounds like Jay's shuffling around aisle 4 and some new lemon pepper steppers these days, huh?
Oh,
wow.
But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an old English word meaning odds and ends. Now today it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't typically have a group of their own. So as 3 very cozy, bearded gay men, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Wow. What an icy intro.
Wowzers.
I should have given you a freeze warning before that one.
That chilled me to the bone.
Oh God, my pipe froze. I combined froze and frosted.
Oh no! Dobie says that Henry Porter's won frost. I don't know. I'm just reaching
Anthony,
at this point.
Anthony, aren't you 40?
Yeah, I am. What's your point?
If we ever do a good...
I'm an old man now. I can do anything I want with absolutely no shame.
If we ever do a roast now, we have to call it a froast.
Frost.
Which we should be doing this week because, Beardos, we have a very special birthday in the market tomorrow.
Whose?
Jay is turning 754.
Oh, I thought you said it was...
753.
I thought you said it was special.
It's not quite as special as 40, I guess.
Well, I mean, when you've had 754 of them.
They get a little old by then.
Just like Jay. Beardos, you may not know this, but Jay actually was there for the birthing of RuPaul. That's how old Jay is.
Jay birth RuPaul.
I remember the day so well. Jesus Christ! In this lighting, you can see the sweat and the cat hair all over me.
I know,
It's
we
not even
started
sweat
talking-
at this
it's-
point. It's just he's just dissolving. There's just his flesh is just disintegrating. That's how old it is.
Well, Jay, you better undo that one piece so you can wash under those tits real quick.
It's being held together by epoxy and hairspray. This is like a death becomes her situation.
I went walking Reggie right before we recorded, and then as we were getting ready, Blanche decided to literally just go all over me, just.
Aww.
And I was like, "I love you too, sweet pea, but thank you for all of your hair."
A sentence that I didn't think I'd be hearing today, but okay, great.
Imagine the amount of times I have to wash the bedding, which actually right now I have to wash everything because I've just discovered that cat hair is built up again.
That's a pretty good sound clip, or maybe a T-shirt idea, and just Jay saying, "Oh, sweet pea, thank you for all your hair."
Oh, sweet pea.
That could be a good one. Like that would be a tagline if we put little voice things in our dolls. That could be one of your phrases.
Oh
Jay.
my god.
Sweet pea.
Little-
Yeah.
Hey,
There's
can
a
we
snake
sell
in my
this the
sweet
market?
pea.
We just get them made constantly, and we put little voice boxes in them.
Jesus Christ.
Like those birthday cards that never stop once they start. I got a
pocket full of sunshine.
Mine, I'm like, don't pull the pants down, and then of course you're just like, haha, oh my god, it's anatomically correct.
And the next phrase is, "You pulled my pants down, didn't you?
Oh god.
You did it, didn't you?
Your phone is now being tracked."
No, the next one's like, pull them back up now.
God's watching you. Jesus
that
knows
must
you
be the-
committed a sin.
Whoa, that's the trauma edition of Jay's doll.
What are you, gay?
Your credit card's being charged $10.
10 million BS bucks.
We know the information because that's how you got this doll.
The voice is getting higher and higher for some reason.
I'm pretty sure I shattered a window somewhere doing that one.
Wasn't even in your apartment.
Not me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm 40. You gotta be
I'm
like
40.
the lady
We
on
can
a
tell.
SNL sketch.
What? No. I was thinking of Mike Gundy when he was going off on those people. Oh, go get on him. Get on me. I'm a man. I'm 40. And I'm
my
like, dude,
God.
you're such
Why
a
didn't I
douchebag.
post that on your birthday? Damn
Don't
it.
know,
Really?
but I
That
didn't
is like a
remind you.
piece of Oklahoma history. I hope it gets
Yep.
put in the textbooks.
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
actually, that reminds me, one of my friends' birthday is today while we're recording. And I was like, oh my god, happy birthday. And he's like, oh, it feels so wild being 37, which no, he's in his mid-40s, I think. And I was like, oh, well, you look it.
You bitch!
Yeah, luckily Joe's parents had signed my card like happy 29th, and I was like, oh, thank you.
You're like, ah!
Tee.
Oh, I love that joke.
God. But I am happy that we are at cooler temperatures because fuck the heat. I am so glad. Our house right now is like 61 degrees presently because we
Yeah.
just haven't turned the heater on. I turned it on yesterday because we had company for Friendsgiving. What's happening?
Giving
Jay?
is sickening.
Frost? Friendsgiving?
You guys almost
Dobie?
froze to death at your Thanksgiving.
Bobies? Wait, Babos? Dobus? I don't know anymore.
Don't worry. Next year we'll have a whole dictionary of all the things I mess up.
Oh my god. At this
Ooh.
point, we should have one. The Beards and
The
Sundries
new
dictionary.
Duolingo language, Jalish.
Oh, the Beards
It's
and
1%
Centuries
Ashkenazi
translator.
Jewish.
Oh my god.
Flip to the 1.1% Ashkenazi Jew section to learn more.
Yeah. What's it say? What's it say, Jay? What's it say? Come on.
I
What's it
don't know. Mazel tov.
Oh, God. All right, moving on.
I was texting John Riley yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And he was saying something about, he's making something for us, which will be a surprise for you beardos later. But he was like, if we're going to do something stupid, or he's going to he said something like, we're going to put some production value behind the stupidity. And I said, production value for stupidity is the Beards and Sundries brand.
Yes.
First of all, I was like, I'm a little offended because I put a lot of production value behind my shit.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I have to type in Upbeat in my web browser, and then maybe they have what I'm looking for on the first page, but usually not.
I have to edit the voice sometimes when I talk. Have you heard me?
Yeah.
Do you think I just do those voices? You think that I read those little disclaimers at the end that fast? Because I do, and that's usually how I do it.
I listen to the entire episode
have been
slowly
too.
as I'm cutting
I
it
don't ever
together.
speed it up.
I know. So I've tried speeding up before, and it doesn't sound the same. So I like reading it really fast.
Yeah. So I got to the point where I was like, I think I'll just read it really fast.
Yeah, just reading it really fast.
Sometimes I'm good, and sometimes it takes a while.
It takes a few tries. Takes a few cuts.
And then one of them, I remember I did it in sections, and so it was like you could tell I just kept getting closer to the mic, and then at the end I was just like this.
No, Stella. Oh, please.
Chabella, Nonna Stella here. They say, Nonna Stella, please.
My
sounds like
grandkids ask
Luigi.
me, Nonna Stella, why can't we just go out?
It sounds more and more like Luigi every time you guys do it.
It does, yeah. It's by design.
She rips off her face. She's like, ha, look at me. I'm Luigi.
That's Waluigi.
That's Waluigi, you idiot.
Bitch.
Sorry.
You dumbass. What a certified idiot. Happy birthday.
I always do his noise. I always do Waluigi's noise when I'm listening to Mwah by Dua Lipa, because it's like, she is guaranteed I can blow your mind. Mwah. But I always go, guaranteed I can blow your mind. Wah. Wah.
Oh my god. We've been playing way too much Mario Party recently.
Yes,
and
we
it's just
have, and it
all in
is
my head.
bonkers.
It's fucking fun.
That game took all the fun parts of Mario Party and like took the strategy part of it and threw it out the fucking window, because I have seen the tides turn on the final turn of the game more than 5 times, and we have not played a lot more than 5 rounds.
I mean, it's crazy. We watched the very first game that we played. We picked 2 easy computers because Joe and I were just trying the game out.
Easy.
And fucking Goomba, this little bitch. Yeah, I'm saying it to you, Goomba, you little bitch. And comes back at the very end. Joe's ahead. He's got like 3 stars and a certain amount of coins. And he takes every single one of Joe's stars and coins because he does a swap at the very end on the last fucking turn.
Yeah.
And Goomba had nothing. This motherfucker was destitute. This is how capitalism should work. If I catch you out on the street and I punch you right in the dick, I get all your shit.
I get all
Like,
your
that's how it
stars,
should
bitch.
work. Yeah, now Jeff Bezos is as poor as I am.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I don't know what any of this is.
So
Obviously.
back in the day, Jay, you called them pinball machines.
Back in the day, I used to roll that wheel down the street, and I was like, wow, this is fun.
You used to play the Nickelodeon before it was a TV channel. You know what that is, probably.
I was very confused when it came out as a kid's cartoon channel.
Back in the day, I called them wind-up radios.
Was confused. You're still confused by 90s Nicktoons. You're like, what's all these lessons they're learning? An education?
Why are these beavers so angry?
Joe, why are you being so frosty?
But don't
Cat is
look
part
up Dan
cat, part
Schneider.
dog. That's not possible.
Why do we keep
But,
saying hey to Arnold?
But if you're nostalgic for that kind of stuff, maybe don't look up Dan Schneider. But moving on, let's talk more about the colder weather. So one thing I have noticed, and I am going to be parking in the garage again very soon, is that the cars are now frosty in the morning, and I always forget until it's time to get in the car.
Yeah.
I'm just out there with like a little scraper, like, come on, come on, come on.
I'm
Driving to work with that one little circle. I used to do that a lot when I was younger.
It's what I call the elderly driver mode. It's kind of like a challenge mode when you're driving in Mario Kart, but in real life.
So I do the thing you're not supposed to do, which is I use my spray, my windshield spray. And
It's so tempting. It works.
Just fucking do it because I don't care. My car is literally, if my car got crushed by a meteor right now, I'd be like, oh, okay.
So I used to do that until we had that bout of negative 4 billion degree temperatures a couple of years ago. And
oh yeah.
So it would have been 2020 or early 21. It was when I still had my Cadillac SUV. And what ended up happening was all of it ended up freezing because it's only good to a certain temperature, even if you do the lower temperature one. And it froze in the line to my back window. Broke it.
Oh, shit.
So it was right before I sold it, and I was running it, and I could just hear it trickling down somewhere in the car. And I was like, I guess we'll trade this now. And then I bought a Highlander that is now getting a new transmission that I have yet to get back after a month.
Hey,
God,
maybe
it.
it'll get all the way past the first of the year, and they'll just have to give you a new car. Because it'll be cheaper for them to give you a new car than order a new transmission and have it imported.
So the thing is that is true. Because this is a warranty situation that's not costing me anything. But
right, exactly.
Well, we'll see how that goes, because I literally earlier this week, I went and looked at cars because I was like, if this is going to take months and months and months, then I'm already going to trade it because I read that it has a few other issues, and fuck it, I'll just trade it. And so I looked at some other cars. I'm not going to do it till probably February or March.
I'm going to drive my car until it explodes.
Well, I've got good news for you, Jay. I just found out recently that they're now writing 96-month car loans.
I saw that.
That's 8 years.
Because I was looking at financing, like, what would it be? How much should I put down to keep the payment that I want? Because I'm very particular. And the problem is I'm looking at the nice models of the Toyota Land Cruiser.
Oh, look at her.
And I have to put a lot down to keep it at a monthly payment I want, because I do not like big monthly payments on cars. And I don't like long terms.
What about a smaller model?
But I like this one.
Screams an oil company employment.
Small!
It does make me wonder how we're going to deal with this, because the price of cars is insane. I mean, absolutely absurd and insane.
Yeah.
I thought I was insane when I bought that Highlander in 21. And it was like $45,000. And I thought, that's ridiculous, because I've always bought used. And then when I bought new, I got cheaper. And now I'm like, that's like a low-end model. That's base of this car now.
It's
like,
scary.
It's jumped that much in 3 years.
People don't realize how many times a car will cross borders back and forth like 5 or 6 times before it even comes into the country to be sold. So,
and on top of that, the used car market is crashing right now because
it is.
The cars have been on the lot so long, which, when I decided to move, is exactly why I sold my Mustang, because I was like, ooh, I want to get money out of this while I still can.
Yeah.
And my Highlander has dropped $4,000 value in, I think, a 2-month range.
Jesus.
Yeah, I just if we dwell on this a little too long, it's going to be me getting pissed off about how we as Americans are getting fucked 2 ways to Tuesday every fucking day.
Well, colder weather means it is cozy, warm drink time. I'm not a coffee drinker, you guys both know, but I do enjoy a good hot chocolate.
And I enjoy how cozy warm I get when I drink wine.
That's true. And
I thought you were going to say like that first sip of cocoa and you can feel it like go down your chest.
Yeah, fuck
but
that.
No, it's
wine.
It feel like go down your chest.
Nice flush. You could feel it just go through your body.
Do you pour the cocoa down your chest for your first sip, Joe? Is that how you've been doing it all this time?
Asking a lot of questions that I don't think you want the answers to.
That's January's photo for 2025's calendar.
God, we still should do a calendar. Oh my God.
I know. I've got to get on that. I got to be better about that shit.
Sluts, you know you want a calendar.
I feel like this year I focused more on myself than everything else, and I've needed it. So
it's been
I got to
a year.
do better.
Are you making this about yourself right now?
Oh
So
my
anyways,
god!
you guys want to hear
Because
about
it sounds
me?
like you're freaking
Me.
making it about yourself.
Me.
Anyways, yeah, I will be pouring myself a glass of wine here shortly.
Yep, I poured one right
Well-
before recording because I was in a bitchy mood, and it's been helping. Oh, and I guess the chat with you guys have been too. But still,
Well,
Not probably.
let's talk about one other facet of it getting nice and cool outside. It's time for some cozy movies. So you guys have your wine, I have my hot chocolate, and we're sitting down to watch a movie. What are we going to watch? What kind of holiday
I just watched
wistfulness?
White Christmas last night because it's my
Ooh.
tradition every Thanksgiving night to watch it, and I skim over the tucked in racism that's in there because it was recorded in 1954. Back
On the radio.
it's one of my old favorite films. I like it for some reason, and then I love it because now my TV sits on a TV stand with a fireplace built in. So then this little fire's burning, and it blows hot air sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I love this so much.
Now, is that
You
one
love
of the
it.
newfangled talkies I've been hearing all about?
Yeah, it's colored.
Where you can hear oh God!
not the racist version of colored.
Beards and Sundries gets canceled.
I didn't mean it that way.
I was going to say Jay loves it so much because he was there working on the film crew when they recorded it.
Oh my god, yeah. I hit my 40th birthday at the time, and I was like, go, dance,
40th.
no!
Yeah, your 730 40th.
He's been drinking. He's been taking the substance.
That's why we don't see him for a week at a
Oh
time.
God, Jay, have you watched it yet?
What?
The Substance.
No.
Oh, it's really good. You've got to watch it. It's so
It's
good.
a movie with Demi Moore, and she's like an aging fitness mogul, and she takes this new wonder drug called the Substance, and crazy things happen. And it's shot in such a way that was like, it's finely tuned for the gays. Like, the gays are just going to latch onto it. Once it gets really big and popular in the community, there's going to be so many memes, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I really think like the one where she has like the picture of herself stapled over her own face. Like, I don't know why that's not being used actively presently. Just as like
Need to
going to
start
work
using it.
means. Like me putting on my face to go to work every day.
Me putting on my customer service face.
Me when my family asks how I'm doing.
Yeah, Jay, you've got to check out this movie. It's amazing.
Huh, I'll have
But-
to, what's it on?
It's on this thing called Mubi, M-U-B-I. We started a 7-day trial through Amazon for the
I have to
channel
go
and
through
watched
yet
it that
another
way.
version.
And then I just canceled the trial like immediately because there was nothing else good on there.
Oh, I love doing that. Being like, sure, I'll try your trial, and then I start the movie, and I'm like, cancel.
That's exactly what we did.
I love that
'Cause I
meme where
will
it's like
forget.
the girl with 4 different wigs on, and it's like me creating different email accounts to get trial periods.
I mean, I have like 18 emails, I feel like, for random things, so it has benefited me.
Yeah.
But I think my like wintertime cozy movie watching, I just watched Thanksgiving on Tuesday night while you were at choir because I was like, I want to watch this movie and I'm not sure when I'm gonna get another chance just to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I fucking love that movie so much. It's so stupid. The scene
so
at
stupid.
the diner with the waitress when she gets like cut in half by the garbage can.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
It's supposed to be bad. It's self-aware. At least it knows what it is. But it's just so fucking stupid and fun, and I love it. And it's got McDreamy in it.
Let's just be happy that that kind of Black Friday has all but dissipated and gone away from anywhere I can really think of. I didn't hear
Yeah,
about
just-
any crazy sales today. I didn't hear about
That's
anything.
it. I was like, does in-store sales, are they a thing anymore? Like, where you sprint in and kill each other?
I don't know. I don't think there's like any real in-store. I mean, I'm sure they exist. I'm sure companies are doing them, but I don't think people want to go do that anymore. I think the people who do want to go do that are baby boomers who are old now and don't want to get out and go do that anymore. And then there's millennials who we are also old, but at heart.
Yeah.
Because we've been through so much in so little time.
Yeah, I'm so sick of witnessing once-in-a-lifetime events in my lifetime.
You know,
This wasn't supposed to be the lifetime.
So in the morning when I get ready, I always just flip on the news. And it's mainly to be like, is there anything fucking going crazy in the city while I'm, that's going to stop me from getting to work? Or weather. What do I need to know about the weather coming up? So I just listen to it kind of blah in the background. But I've noticed that every fucking day it's the 5 o'clock hour and we're starting the day off with breaking news. Every single day there's breaking news, and it's always house fire, somebody hit by something, all this shit. And I was like, it's not even breaking news anymore, it's just news. Breaking news.
Everything is important, nothing's important.
The city's in trouble and we need Batman or something like that. Like
we don't need a billionaire in a fucking bat outfit fighting crime. That man could have saved so many lives. Anyways.
Yeah.
But that's what I feel like the news is anymore. It's just breaking fucking news. And so, sorry, that relates to our millennial conversation. I was like, where did I get off on this?
We were talking about Black Friday, yeah.
Where did you get off on that?
A little to the left. But but as a millennial, it's just like, what? This isn't news anymore. This is just standard life.
Well,
somebody's house is on fire. It could be mine. I wouldn't even care anymore. It's insured. Just go. Just get my animals out.
Yeah. Well, also, the sales aren't even sales anymore because they jack the price up like other parts of the year, and then they drop it down low for this sale. I'm like, that's not that. No, you're not dropping the value at all.
I love that meme. That's like when I see something that's normally $16,000 and I can get it for $59.95. That's when I want to know what the deal is. And I was like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to be like wowed like that. Otherwise, I'm just like, eh.
So that's part of it, is that a little pro tip from somebody who worked as a retail manager for years and years. The pricing you get on Black Friday, you're going to get that pricing yet again in December, probably about 2 weeks before Christmas, if not more. Because they're just trying to get rid of stock of those things. That's all these end of year sales are. And so what's going to happen is, unless they sold every single bit of it on Black Friday, that item's going to go back on that exact same sale, if not a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for example, look at Prime Day. It used to be once a year, and now it's like 4 times a year.
Yeah, and it's like for 7 days.
Yeah, they say Cyber Monday, but really it's like 4 to 6 weeks of like just constant bullshit.
Everything's just, we're always having big sales, and all it is just a markdown from an inflated price that they created for it. So you're not really marked down. Once in a blue moon, you can find markdowns, but majority, you're just kind of getting fucked.
I always love when it happens when I'm on an item page and I click to a different color or size or like, I don't know, some different quantity. Suddenly the price goes up $3.64 or it goes down $1.17. And I'm just like, there's so much complicated math happening here with supply and demand.
Well, sometimes when you choose a higher quantity of things, they cost more.
That's not
Pro tip for you consumers. I know, it was just a joke. It was the way you said it.
You said it.
Pro tip for you consumers. Money costs more product value.
Money?
Look, we're 49th in education. Sometimes I try to break it down a little more than I should.
I knew what you meant. It was just the phrasing, and I just had to take that. Would it even be me? Would I show that I care about you if I didn't take those moments to call those things out? That's how you know I love you. Bitch.
Yes.
Joe, these are...
Cut it!
These are, dare I say, precious moments.
What does that figurine look like?
All right. Podcast canceled. This is over.
And now for a word from our sponsor, Jay's Precious Moments.
don't even know how to make that.
Oh, God. Well, do you guys think it's time for a break and maybe we can come back and start talking about some charcuterie trays?
Yes, let's talk about
man,
charcuterie
coochies.
after we hear from this week's sponsor.
Hey listeners, are you ready to add some spice to your wardrobe? Check out hunkytops.com, the queer, Latino-owned clothing site that brings you the hottest styles. And here's an exclusive deal just for you, listeners. Get 10% off your first order with the code SUNDRIES. That's right, 10% off when you use the code SUNDRIES at checkout. They do offer sizes above 3XL. Just hit the contact button and request a larger size and they'll accommodate the best they can. So, what are you waiting for? Visit hunkytops.com today. Explore their amazing styles and wear your pride with confidence. hunkytops.com. Wear your pride, live your style. Remember, hunkytops.com. Use code SUNDRIES for 10% off your first order. Order now! You're listening to the Beards and Sundries podcast, the news source that's still rated 5 out of 6 balls.
Well, my favorite kind of charcuterie plate is all of them. It ranges from Lunchables to high-end fucking fancy charcuterie plates. As long as there's plenty of it, that's all I care about.
You know,
My
and
only
I just
thing-
love crackers and cheese. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yum.
Now, you said any board, but I've seen some versions online that are like supposed to be hot food, and like I just know that by the time they set that all up and put it all out and got it ready to go, that shit is ice cold. Like those French fry boards, or like people that make the chicken nugget flights from different places or whatever. I'm just like, I know that's cold, and I know you're not going to reheat it because it's for this video.
It's like those counter nachos that people make, where they put
Yeah.
like all the nachos
Oh
on
my
their counters, and it looks so
God.
fucking gross. I'm
I
just
hate
like,
that.
why? Who is this for?
Okay, so one of my friends, they're doing well. She invited me over spontaneously the other day for wine. She's like, I need wine. It sounds great. Come over. And I was like, well, you know me. I ain't got a life this week. So I hopped right over there. And she goes, you know what? I'm going to make us a board real quick. You know you're doing fine, because she literally pulls out like different styles of cheese and crackers and just lays them out on a board. And I'm just like, I've never bought this cheese in my
Were they
life. And it's
pre-cut?
delicious. No, it was like the fancy wedged kind.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, okay.
the spreadable kinds that come in containers.
Oh,
And,
yes.
Oh, the Laughing Cow ones?
no, better than that. They were words I
like
didn't
the
know.
Borson ones?
No, like nicer.
Oh.
I don't
It
even
doesn't
know
get
the
nicer
brands.
than Borson. I should know. No.
Not this rich. I was like, what is this? This is in cursive. Ah! But she put out these crackers that were really long, and I thought for a moment, I was like, one of these lasagna noodles? They're fucking delicious crackers for cheese, too. So,
It's so you can have one like thing. You just have multiple stacks. So each bite is a different experience.
so what did I do? I was just like, you know what? Dip. Dip. Not that bad.
I
I'm not
would.
that guy.
So I
Although-
thought for this little fun section, we could do 2 boards. We're going to build 2 charcuterie boards. We're going to build one for the 3 of us all to enjoy together for Jay's birthday, let's say. And then our second board, we're going to build a charcuterie board for Donald J. Trump.
Oh, my God. McDonald's.
Arsenic.
Save it.
Cyanide.
Save these wonderful ideas, my love.
Okay.
We're starting with our own. So I'm going to start with a cheese selection, and I'm going to recommend we have Port Salut. And this is a very semi-soft cheese, very much in the realm of like a Havarti, but way softer. And it's got a nice mild flavor. It's good on any kind of cracker. You can even like, it's so soft that you could almost like spread it on a piece of bread. So that's what I'm going to bring to our board first.
I'm going to bring us onto a cruise ship, and there we just go to the buffet and grab everything and carry it back to our rooms. drinks in hand.
That was such a fun fucking evening. I had so much fun that night, especially going between different bars and getting our drinks because you had to wait 5 minutes between each one. So we were like going around the whole cruise. That was a fantastic evening. I loved that so much.
I don't think we could have fit any more in those little mini fridges.
We didn't have mini fridges. We had to sit the drinks out. Oh, wait, we did have a mini fridge. Never mind, you're right.
And I remember like holding multiple plates in my hands going back to the room, and my arthritis or carpal tunnel, whatever, was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And like by the time I'm getting to the door, I'm like, oh God, am I going to make it? And my hands hurt so bad the rest of the night.
Oh man, the food on that ship was so good.
I just like when food's just available like that. There's just something about it.
I love when it's available and I don't have to pay additional.
Exactly. I think that's it.
Everyone loves to make fun of Carnival. I will sail them forever.
They were great, although I really enjoyed my Royal that I took this year. I would go back. I really liked them quite a bit. Their food was fantastic too.
But what kind of cheese are you putting on this fucking tray, Jay?
Okay, so I'm going to be a little honest here. I don't know cheeses that well. What I do is I look at them and I go, that looks delicious, and then I just guess and hope I'm right. And either one, I've been really good at guessing, or two, I just love anything.
Cheese is good. I mean, let's just put it out there. Cheese is
I can send you
good.
recommendations to try.
Because I've never went, oh, this is the exact one I want, unless it's in a recipe. And I'm like, normally it's like shredded or grated Parmesan. Which one do I want? But otherwise, I just like look at the one and I'm like, do I want a soft cheese right now? Or do I want a block cheese?
So since Joe is bringing the port slew, I'm going to go a little bit of a different route. I'm going to go to the other end of the spectrum. And I'm going to bring some Manchego to this party. And I love Manchego cheese. Joe is not as much of a fan because it's got like a really strong flavor. And it's a hard cheese, but it's so good. I love some Manchego with some meat, a little bit of fig jam. Out of this fucking world.
Actually, you know what? So I can name a brand. I'm going to bring some Laughing Cow.
Hell yeah, Laughing Cow.
Because I know it's delicious.
I love those wedges they have.
Yeah.
Oh,
I kind of want some now.
So good. Baby bells.
God damn it! I only have fucking
you gotta
leftover
unwrap 'em
Thanksgiving
all.
shit.
So I'm gonna ride those coattails a little bit, and I'm going to bring a nice fig jam for the board because I hadn't really had an experience with a cracker and then some cheese and a little bit of fig jam on top until a few years ago, and wow, like if you haven't, run to the store and get yourself some nice fig jams to try out because they are so fucking good.
Your birthday that I did that for you, or was it one of our anniversaries where I made that giant spread with the fig jam? Yeah.
You mean this one right here?
The one right here?
Yes, that's the one.
That's going to be extra work for me tomorrow.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Just finding the picture will be the toughest part.
All right, Jay, what are you bringing next?
I know. I don't even remember what type of crackers are in it, but Target has just their good
We're on
together
Target's
brand.
website. I knew it.
I was trying to find what crackers were in it. There it is. It's their entertainment collection with 6 cracker varieties. And it comes with...
I just called out the Supreme Court.
Oh my fucking God. It's called Original... I'm laughing. Okay, so this box has
really good.
6 cracker varieties, and it's called... Let me start this.
Come on, what are they?
I'm dying right now.
It is their box called the Entertainment Collection. 6 cracker varieties with Original Entertainer, Wheat Entertainer, Vegetable, Classic Water, Cracked Pepper Water, which that one's delicious, and Cracked Wheat. That is all it is. I don't even know if they're real crackers, but they're
the
fucking
Supreme
delicious
Court.
with cheese.
I love this so much. So since Jay brought every other fucking
Jay,
cracker
pass me
to
another
the
one of
party,
the Wheat Entertainers.
And they're not even like brand name. It's Good and Gather.
Good and Gather. That's a brand. It's a store brand.
Technically,
Oh my God.
yes.
Sorry, my chair
Jesus
almost
Christ,
spilled me out of it.
Anthony.
I know. I had a moment. I was doing a little rodeo.
He was being a
since-
ginger cracker.
Every day.
He was the entertainer
Every
cracker.
day. Well, since Jay brought every other type of cracker to this fucking event, I'm going to bring little mini baguettes.
Ooh,
I
yummy.
love those things.
Little
yeah.
crostinis? Or...
Yeah, little crostini. No,
bagel
mini
chips?
baguettes, like the small loaf, like the cut sections of the small loaf.
Yeah, gotcha.
I also
Crostini's fine, but it's not the same.
I oversupply for things like this, and I also want to add one more box of crackers.
What, another box of cracked pepper water crackers?
Club crackers, just club.
That sounds like some shit you'd buy at Lowe's Market.
Club crackers.
Cracked pepper
I love
water.
the Keebler Club crackers,
I was
though.
like,
They're so
the
good.
Keebler clubs are so good with spray cheese. Even it's just so.
I love spray cheese. Just in my fucking mouth, like
I
oh
love
my
cheese
God.
product from a can.
It's like a
Okay.
Goofy movie, except you never get that much cheese out of the canned cheese. But I wish.
Oh
you
yeah, it's like this cute little stream.
could. I know.
So, what a great idea. I think for my next item, I'll bring cans of spray cheese. Because there's
Hell
like 4
yeah.
different flavors, so we could have a flight even. Jay, bring out the classic pepper water crackers for our bacon flavored cheese
water?
in a can.
God, I hate this.
I want to invite people over to my apartment now and just bring out literally a plate with an unopened box of crackers on it and 4 cans of sprayed cheese and be like, oh, do you guys want some of my charcuterie?
You think I wouldn't be 100% down for this? Because I'd eat
Well-
the fuck out of that. You would regret it because I would eat all of it.
Anthony, save some for us. And you've got like
No!
we're going,
No, it's my cheese.
It's like John Goodman's family at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Can I have some? Yeah, I told you can have some when I'm finished.
It's why Joe had to make 120 deviled eggs so I could be distracted so other people could get them.
I need you to know that I got a message on Instagram that said, so I have to know, why so many deviled eggs?
It's to distract me so that other people can get some deviled eggs. But yeah, that's the reason why, is because one, Joe made 120 deviled eggs. So that was the morning of Thanksgiving. He got all of them put together and set out. By the time our company, which was only 3 other people, there were a total of 5 of us. By the time they left, half of those were gone.
Yeah.
We went through 60 deviled eggs with just 5 people, which means
Oh.
we ate at least 10 apiece.
I don't know why my brain was so messed up. I
Yeah, it's not
heard
that
as
crazy.
we had 60 gone just before the company got there, and I was like,
Oh,
you
no,
two
God, no.
ate
By the time they
30
left.
deviled eggs average each before people showed
Yeah.
up.
Our deviled
had-
eggs were gone in 60 seconds.
I've had 4 today alone. And I'll probably have 4 more before the day is over.
Yep. Eggs are good for me.
Yeah. And you know what? They're a little potatoey too, because we discovered this really cool deviled egg
So-
hack.
I mixed up all the ingredients and it was too thin. And I was like, damn. So Anthony came in and we looked at some stuff. And then he looked on Google, of course, and it said to use instant potato flakes. And I was like, oh, that makes total sense because
Makes a lot of
they'll be
sense.
an absorber and they'll add some butter flavor because we had buttery flavored ones. They'll add some butter flavor, some richness, and there'll be a nice binder to, combine everything. And it worked great. And I will now be doing that forever.
It's pretty awesome.
I add mashed potato flakes to fried chicken crust, and it makes them fluffier too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I never thought about it, but like you could also use like mashed potato flakes as a thickening agent for like soups and stuff.
For soup.
Speaking of, yesterday I did something which I don't know if other people do this, and I've just learned poorly from my mother, but I made mashed potatoes yesterday, and instead of boiling them in water, straining them, and then mashing them, I ended up just boiling them in milk,
Ooh.
and then literally leaving the milk in there and mashing it.
That's
because
interesting.
I watched this video, and she goes, the starch in that gets let out in the water, she's like, that's actually important for your meal, and so you want it in there. So instead, I just did potatoes, milk, mashed it, and then added butter, salt, and pepper, and they were phenomenal.
That makes a lot of sense because you would be draining out the starch from it, which is a binding agent for the rest of it.
I said the same thing. I was like, why have I done it this old way for so long? This is logical.
That's a great idea. We got mashed potatoes from Costco.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Yukon Gold potatoes.
I
and
love
butter on
making
them
my
and-
mashed potatoes, so
Yeah.
I work very hard to make them myself because I love them.
I usually do, but like the last 2 years, our number one goal with Thanksgiving has been to make it easy and enjoyable.
Yep.
And so we have been minimizing the amount of stuff that I do because, I'm the one who wants to like overextend myself. To basically this year, I think the only thing I really did was the turkey and the stuffing and gravy. And that's it.
Speaking of the brine on my turkey, it made it really good.
Really?
I love a good brine, but we dry brined ours with, of course, salt, but then also seasoned it up with some Tony Chachere's as a rub. But then, of course, we do the injectable butter.
Yes.
Got it nice and thawed properly this year to where the center of it wasn't as cold as it usually is.
Yeah.
And it cooked so evenly. And I think I may have overcooked it like a smidge, like maybe just the tiniest little bit. But it was still delicious.
Yeah.
I was like, mine was a wet brine.
It's such a good way to go.
And I almost liked my brine just because it was so pretty, because it was cranberries and orange slices.
Oh, yeah.
And the turkey was coated in salt, brown sugar, and then there was orange cranberry, basil leaves, rosemary, and apple cider vinegar and water. And it did really, really well. Like, whenever I cut into it, it was very moist. So I was like, okay.
I added a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to the deviled egg mixture, and I think Joe hated me the entire time it was happening.
No, I didn't.
I know. I just I can see it in your eyes. Like, wait, what?
If I don't do vinegar, I do pickle juice in mine.
Yep.
So yeah, you want that acid in there.
You have to have that acid because everything that is in that mixture is so rich.
Right.
Yep.
That you need to have acid in it so that people can taste the rich flavors.
Right. I wasn't mad about it.
When it
I know
kicks
you
in,
weren't. I was just messing with you.
And
when
the
the
potato
acid
flakes
kicks in, you
did a great
spiral,
job
too.
of absorbing that flavor.
Yes.
So they came out super rich and
Sure.
buttery.
And what did you say, Jay?
I said, and when the acid kicks in, you space out really well.
Oh yeah, just a little hit.
These deviled eggs are
I like to put a little bit of DMT in my deviled eggs, and that way everyone has a stellar Thanksgiving.
I bet Miss Frizzle was feeding her kids some deviled eggs with a little bit of acid, and then the administrators walk outside, and she's just in the bus, and all the kids are just like,
They're all drooling, and she's like,
someone's tripping on acid. At my old school, we were never tripping balls in the parking lot behind the gym.
in my old
Oh my
school,
God.
we only did Tylenol PM. No, sorry, that's at churches. Anyways,
Oh damn! True though. True.
don't we have some other charcuterie board to do?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, we're supposed to make one for Dolan Frump, a talking corn.
Well, it's
Okay,
going to
so-
be a
I say
sorry.
our charcuterie board's done, so let's go ahead and move on to Donald Trump's charcuterie board. The first thing
Donnie's,
I'm going to
DJTs.
bring is a Big Mac with no toppings and no burger.
No sauce?
Just the bun.
Oh, okay. I was like, no sauce? That's the worst.
He'll be so excited when he walks up to it, but then he'll open it and it's just bread. It's just a bread.
And then I'm bringing super cold, slightly undercooked, unsalted fries.
You guys are really nice. I am going to find Elon Musk. I'm going to lace a duck breast with literal arsenic, make him eat it, watch him die slowly, and then take the shit that comes out of him at the very end and turn it into a cheeseburger and feed it to Donald Trump and watch him die slowly eating Elon Musk's shit.
While he's eating it on Joe's buns.
Yes. And with your terrible fries.
With a side of my awful fries.
This wonderful writing couldn't possibly be influenced by the fact that we restarted watching Veep, could it?
No, I just literally came up with that right there.
That was some Amy level ad lib.
Well,
right there.
it's because I hate the fucker, much like Patti LuPone.
Oh, queen. Okay.
What would you
What
do
are you
if Donald
bringing?
Trump was in your show? I would fucking leave. Because I hate the
I wouldn't
motherfucker.
prefer it. Because I hate the motherfucker. How's that? You feel good?
I am bringing the fumes that were just exhausted from that car that streaked by our neighborhood just now. I'm going to bottle them up.
bringing a
and
nice-
go, here you
I'm
go,
gonna-
Donnie.
I'm going to stop by Wendy's and grab a nice Frosty.
And that's just an Arizona tea that's been in the freezer. It's a froze tea.
I am going to. What is that French bird that you have to eat whole?
Oh, and you have to like. You're
So
supposed
this
to
is
wear
what
a
I'm
thing
gonna
over your
do.
head while you do it.
Yeah, I am going to trap Donald Trump inside of a McDonald's that has infinite Big Macs, which will force him to eat until he literally dies because he can't stop himself. Have you seen the man? He has no self-control. And so once he dies from eating too many once he gets fat enough that he can't move and I think he's about to die, I'm going to drown his face in fucking Arizona sweet tea because I think that's really inspired. And then once he's completely dead, I'm going to roast him whole and force feed him to the billionaires of the world.
And then I'm going to bring him a nice McDonald's birthday cake because if you've ever seen one of those, they look awful.
You guys are not nearly as violent as I was expecting we would
I
be.
know.
I'll
I'm
bring
trying to
him.
remember the
I
name
mean,
of that bird. It's like it starts with an O, but I can't remember. Like O-R...
Ostrich?
No. I love ostrich, though. Have you had
what
ostrich?
is a
bitch?
bird that you're supposed to eat whole, Anthony?
Yeah. Oh, I
Jay
get
said
it now.
ostrich.
It might be.
Jay,
it might be.
you belong in a tree. You're a nut.
You're a nut. What? Oh my god.
Oh, thanks for cheering me
okay.
up today.
What is that fucking bird? Oh
I
my
am
God, it's
going
gonna
to
drive
bring
me
him
so
a
crazy.
fresh, hot off the presses wedding invitation for his upcoming nuptials with Vladimir Putin.
Oh, that's going to be such a cute wedding.
I know. I wonder what Donnie's dress is going to look like.
He's going to be the horse that Vladimir Putin rode on shirtless.
Was. He already is.
I'm just
Gonna
saying.
be.
Anyways, I hate the motherfucker, and yeah, so cyanide. There you go, beardos.
Well, then I'll bring him a nice fig jam to chase that with. But do you guys think it's time to hear from this week's sponsor?
Yay.
And now, for a word from
Oh, God.
and now, for a word from our sponsors, Elon Musk's arsenic-laced dry burger with sad fries.
Tired of mediocre billionaires ruining your life? Well, strap in and head on down to your local McFondles. Because it's time to choke down the latest atrocity, the Elon Musk burger, made with the dumpster patty. That's right, it's melted down Tesla battery scrapings for a zing, blended Twitter user tears for a hint of disparity, and charred billionaire ego for that burnt and bitter flavor, just like the source. All grilled over a flame fueled by broken promises and union slicing lawsuits. And don't forget the special sauce, a mysterious concoction that tastes like regret and smells like a Tesla factory on fire. It's Elon's personal recipe, designed to remind you of every bad decision he's ever made. This burger looks like a dumpster, just like his Cybertrucks, and it's meant to taste like one too. All served with Freedom Fries! Made from the rubber left over from useless Cybertruck wiper blades and fried in used motor oil. Wash it all down with lithium lemonade, a frosty, electrifying concoction brewed from battery runoff and twisted iced tea.
Nothing says eat the rich like choking on their garbage.
So come on down to your local McFondles and try the new Elon Musk burger with special sauce, where every bite is a slap in the face to common decency and every meal comes with a complimentary existential crisis.
Hey guys, make sure you follow and subscribe to our podcast so you can receive a notification every Sunday when a new episode drops.
Oh, I was thinking the special sauce one would be the easiest one, because then you can
okay.
elaborate inside of it.
Oh, I will
That's up to
do
you.
something inside of it.
Jay does like to elaborate inside of it, and that's how you get that special sauce.
Is that what it's called? I didn't know that was elaborating all these years.
They call it jazz.
Don't worry, ladies. His ketchup packet's already half empty for convenience.
It's his mayonnaise packet.
Tartar sauce.
Oh god, it's chunky.
Sometimes it's ketchup-y, but usually it's mayo.
Tell me this is post-break conversation. Please tell me we're including this.
Yeah.
Every time it comes out ketchup, I'm like, uh-oh, guess it's time for the doctor.
Which ologist are we having to see for this one today?
Oh, I'm almost as red as Jay.
I log into my Integris account and I'm like scrolling doctors and I'm like, oh, dick doctor.
myelf.com.
STD doctor.
They're like, hello, if this is Jay Rowdy Bush, please press 1.
All other patients press 2.
We're out of office today, but if this is Jay, the prescription is available to you now.
Now, connecting you, sir, to Klondike 1532.
I walk into the
my
pharmacist
God.
and they're like, oh, chlamydia again? That's the third time this week.
And you're like, hell yeah, and then it freeze frames.
like,
It says,
hey.
executive producer, Jay Rowdy Bush.
What can I say, Doc? I hate the coaster, but I love the ride. Oh my god.
Or I just call the doctor and I'm like, uh-oh, it's ketchup. And he's like, got the prescript now.
In Beardos, this is obviously the sauce that's going on the burger. That's how we're looping all this into that. Sure.
Whatever sauce you're getting in the burger is whatever Jay's got right now.
Forget the
And
sauce, he's got the
guaranteed-
sauce.
Why
You're
is it
guaranteed to find
purple?
sauce between your buns.
It's a little pink right there. It looks like a little fresh milk straight from the teat.
Oh, that's the start of an STD.
That's unpasteurized.
Oh, God.
That's that raw milk that RFK wants us to start drinking.
I know. Every time I hear about that, I'm like, have you seen raw milk? Have you ever seen it? It's so gross.
Is that unfiltered jizz?
Yeah.
Bitch, just add the flour to the sausage and then pour some milk in.
Ew, what?
What?
It's gravy, I know.
I was just like,
But when you first said it, my whole brain was thinking of a sausage link, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I was
that sounds
too.
so sad.
that sounds sad.
That sounds like Sharon Weiss and her pumpkin pie kind of level.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, a sad little
Marie Callender.
sausage. They're like, I tried to make sausage gravy, and it's just whole entire sausage links in there, and it's not broken up at all.
It's just literally like the entire 2-pound tube of
Oh
sausage.
my god, yes. I would.
My favorite thing about that Sharon Weiss drama with that pumpkin pie is that really the only group that I see bringing it back every year is the gays, because it's just so It's such iconic behavior, and I bet this woman never thought that anything would ever happen from that. It was just her venting and blowing off steam, but then it became insanely viral, and everyone was doing it and blaming other brands for queer awful mistakes, and it just became so funny, and it was just for that year. And the only few people that I saw share it this year again were older gays that we know.
But I mean, also that's the only people I have on my Facebook now because I got rid of a lot of people who were.
Well, young
awful.
gays are annoying. Put this in
Oh,
the
I didn't get
pod.
rid of too many young gays. They're fine. Unless they were those Trumper gays, then those people got excommunicated hardcore.
Ugh, I got one
Yeah.
of those.
Not anymore, I don't. Do we have any Beardo submitted sundries this week, Jay?
Actually, no. Everyone hates us.
Hey,
What?
it's Jay's birthday, and none of you wished him a happy
None
birthday.
of you wished him a happy
None
birthday.
of you wished me anything.
Do you feel good
Wow.
about
You didn't wish us
yourselves?
Thanksgiving
Wow.
good wishes. You didn't do anything.
You didn't get him anything for his Septua centennial birthday?
I was about to say something about John Riley only messaging me yesterday to ask for something but he's making it for our podcast, and so technically he's helping us with it. So I'm not going to complain about that. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John
It was
Riley,
nice
for
talking to you
future things.
yesterday.
Insert fart noise here.
Well, you'll make the noise, and then we'll replace it in post, and then you make the noise. Okay, now we're not going to replace it in post, and we're going to use that.
And then it's just me. Oh no, it's Anthony. The Beards and Sundries Market open July 17th.
Well, then, does anybody have something to check out this week?
Did you check out those Black Friday deals?
No, Jay, but should we check out Black Friday as it stands now in this country?
Oh, we could check out Cyber
right?
Monday, which we know nothing about and have nobody to advertise for. But check out Cyber Monday. It's tomorrow.
Jesus
Tomorrow.
Christ, you guys. This just keeps getting worse. Actually, you guys, I'll give you a little something to check out this week. So, if you guys are fans of Pokemon like Joe and I are, and like Jay is such a super fan of, the Pokemon Company recently released an app called the Pokemon TCG Pocket. And it is the Pokemon trading card game, but in a more pocket-friendly mobile app edition. And so it's a little bit of an adjustment from the regular trading card game if you know how to play that one. But it's fun. It's a nice little time killer. I've been playing. It's spurred me into playing the regular trading card game again because I really enjoy it. And I forgot how complex Pokemon can be if you just let it.
Yeah.
And so, like, I play Magic the Gathering usually, but I am having trouble figuring out the meta for Pokemon TCG because it plays so different, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. So if you want a little bit of extra time killer, it's a free app. I don't know that it's really pay to play. I think you can earn points and stuff through the app to buy new things, but it's all based off of your performance and, your card battles. So yeah, go check it out. It's the Pokemon TCG Pocket.
Can you build decks or like?
Yeah.
Do you? Oh, okay, cool.
There are pre-built decks, and it will walk you through it with very, very, very detailed tutorials. And I have been on such a fucking tutorial hate train recently because I'm so annoyed with dialogue. But it will explain the game to you in very, very great detail. So if you're not familiar with it, you will get familiar with it by the time it comes to play another person. And it has AI battles as well, so you can, battle a computer.
So
Yeah,
prepping
cool.
us for the future.
Right, basically. Here's your gun, and this is the
future.
T-800. His name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. So yeah, go
Skynet!
check it out.
Skynet! Skynet! It's Skynet! I know it's Skynet!
It's Skynet! Anyways, so yeah, go check it out. Well, thanks, Anthony.
great.
Do you guys think it's game time? Wow! Maybe. Am I the only one who knows how to segue between segments on this show? Perhaps.
Okay.
I'm just really glad you did it. Now I don't have to do shit.
I know.
No, we're not using that. God. Well, thanks, Anthony. It sounds fun. So, moving to our final segment. You guys think it's game time?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, let me pull this back up. Yeah, I do think it's game time. And this is a game that I'm calling Adult Animation Quotation. So this has nothing to do with winter or cold weather, other than the fact that we all three enjoy watching certain adult animation shows. And now is the time for TV. It's the time to be inside because it's cold outside. So I am going to read a quote from a character in one of the following TV shows: American Dad, Family Guy, Futurama, or Bob's Burgers.
Pass.
You have
the
to
cranberry sauce for having mashed potatoes.
That's
the
not
turkey
on
looks
there.
great.
You have to tell me which show the quote is from and who said it. 3 guesses apiece, and the first guess I hear wins the point. Super simple.
Well, this will be great because Joe's gonna win. So let's go.
This fucking bitch complaining about everything. He could win.
There's a sound
you
delay.
Bitch about it.
I've been playing way too much
delay.
Mario Party Jamboree to make any kind of predictions about game results for a while, so it's anybody's game.
Okay. There are only 11 of these, so this should go pretty quickly because the first 4 are very simple. So, are you guys ready?
Ready?
Sure.
Number 1. When you poop in your dreams, you poop
Family
for
Guy.
Peter Griffin, Family Guy.
Jay is technically right because he said the name of the character first. Well, he said it before you said it, Joe. I'm asking for both the show and the character.
Oh.
Okay, number 2. Mommy doesn't get drunk, she just has fun.
Linda Belcher, Bob's Burgers.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Crackers
Number
with crackers,
3.
come back with me, come on.
I know, I wanted to do that one, but I was like, no, it's too obvious. And I can't do it without doing her voice. And I had a hard time doing that without doing her voice. Number 3. Pretty sure I asked for pecan sandies.
Roger from American Dad.
Yes, that is correct.
That's from the pilot episode.
It is, yeah. Fun fact.
Pretty sure.
As for pecan
I can hear it in my
sandies.
head.
I know.
It's such an earworm.
Number 4. Bite my shiny metal ass.
Bender from Futurama.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, from here they're going to get slightly more nebulous, but I think you guys will still get them. Number 5. Bite my glorious golden ass.
Bender from Futurama? Bender from Universe 1. No, Bender from Universe
I'm going to give
B.
it to you because you're recognizing the episode.
Yeah. Where
Yes.
they meet their
So
opposite
this
selves.
is the alternate universe Bender from Universe A. We'll be Universe 1, and this you'll be Universe A, and this could be Universe B. Besides, this place kind of feels like a B. Okay, number 6. If you don't get out of that cage, I will push you up my clown hole and birth you again and name you my bitch.
Francine
Francine
Smith, American Dad.
Yes, Jay, you're 100% right.
I was like that. I don't remember that episode, but that just sounds like her.
I know. I included it because of that. I was like, this is like stereotypically Francine.
I love Francine's unhinged moments the most.
I love when they're doing the Toy Story, Toy Hory episode, and he's walking by the bedroom, and she's just waxing skis, like smoking a cigarette with red wine, and there's like French opera music on in the background.
Just they never explain stuff like that.
They never explain it. They never go back
Nope.
to it ever again.
I love it.
Okay, number 7. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. This is a meme, actually.
Oh, I know, I can see it. Futurama is the show?
Yes. Yes, the answer is yes.
Layla, Futurama.
Layla? You mean Leela? Taranga Leela? God damn it! Why?
I told you I did not know Futurama well enough.
Well, luckily there's not a lot of them in here. Jesus Christ.
Fry, Futurama.
No.
Hermes?
No. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. I don't know that I can even really give you guys hints about this. It's too easy.
Is it the old professor guy?
It is, yes. It's Professor Farnsworth. Yeah. So this is the episode where they cover the topic of evolution, and they're having a whole political debate about it, and everyone's like, and there's that one lady who's against it, who's supposed to be like Betsy DeVos, and she's like, I don't understand evolution, and I have to protect my children from understanding it. We will not give in to the thinkers.
That is America.
It is America. It's very America. Okay, number 8. Well, the best advice I can give is that you never know who's going to grow up to be famous, so just make yourself available.
Lois Griffin from Family Guy?
It is, yes. That is the episode where they see Kiss in concert, and it turns out that Lois slept with Gene Simmons, but she knew it was Chaim.
I love when his like, tongue comes out of nowhere, and he's like,
Oh, I didn't know you were coming to see visit
Okay, number 9. Boil water? What am I, a chemist?
Stan Smith from American Dad.
It is, yes. I may have accidentally slipped into the voice. I can't not do it.
I think of it every time I make macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Boil water? What am I, a chemist?
What am I, a chemist? Number 10. Oh, and tell Cookie Monster not to phone me until he finishes rehab.
Stewie Griffin from
Peter
Family
Griffin,
Guy.
Family Guy?
It's Stewie Griffin from Family Guy. Yes. And the very last one.
You guys are freaking out, man.
I feel bad because I realize now that you don't know Futurama as well, and I did include 3 of these, but the very, very last one is, ooh, she's Scottish.
Fry.
Philip J. Fry from Futurama.
It's Fry Futurama, yes, Jay. And I heard Jay first.
Well, that was me
Well,
guessing.
it did help that you said
I know. I gave it away. I did. I gave it away. Because there was no possibility of Jay winning.
So
So happy birthday, Jay. That's the point, is your gift. It's a single BS buck.
It's 1 point to a game you're losing. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love you.
That's from Joe and actually my favorite episode of Futurama, which is Attack of the Killer App, which is the episode where they all get the iPhones, where it's spelled like I as EYE. And there are so many quotable lines from that fucking episode. It's so good.
So good.
Yeah. So much for a nice, relaxing swim and vomit. Well, at the end of the game, the score is Jay 4 and Joe 7.
400.
Yeah, just like his birthdays. Woo! Only 400 of them. Yeah. But I do think that I hear the music coming back on, and I'm pretty sure it's Mariah Carey breaking through the ice.
Yay!
Oh, she's thawed!
No! But go call our hotline real quick at 405-999-2242 to leave a voicemail to open a future episode.
And Beardos, the leftover deviled eggs are calling, so it's time for us to go. If you'd like to help us out, go and subscribe to the podcast so you can get reminders every Sunday when we release a new episode. We also post frequent updates on all of our social media sites for any additional sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to rate us 5 stars and leave a review. That would be real cool. Also, those reviews are what get us found by more listeners like you, and if just each one of you could tell a friend about the podcast, that would double our growth, which would also be real cool.
And guys, we miss you. We miss hearing from you. find us on our socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Threads. Email us at beardsandsundries@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. You can also go to our website, beardsandsundries.com, and buy some merch.
We
And
sound like those family members that
we love
guilt people
you.
into seeing them.
Please help me set up my Chromebook. I turned off the modem overnight because I didn't want to burn down the house.
I can't find my password to my Wi-Fi.
But I do have a Wi-Fi hate.
I can't
Wrap it up, wrap it up.
I can't find my rotary. Where's the internet coming from?
Oh my
That was an actual text from my mom.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm not gonna say that.
So, from the three of us very chilly bears here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to...
Love yourself. And me! Me!
Because we already love you, even though Jay is making it freaking about himself.
Yes.
Bye, Beardo.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy December.
Yeah, it's colored.